Hi, hello everybody. Welcome. We hope everybody is okay and safe.
Today we start the last week.
Yes, the last 3 lessons. Remember, if you have questions, you can send us a mail with pictures if you want. If you have pieces with too much crystals or no crystals, or yeah, we can try to solve. Yeah, on the last day, just try. And sure, we don't write the name of the pot and don't say it. No, don't worry, it's top secret. Yeah. Somebody sent it. Thank you very much, and we will work in the last lesson to explain solving things and answering the last questions. Yeah. Today we will talk about post-reduction findings and reds.
Yeah. Stains.
Stains, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Not only reds, you can do stains with other colors, but the reds are maybe more difficult than.
Yeah, this is a red stain. This is red, copper red. Yes. Okay, we have 2 PowerPoints today. The first one, we talk about the post-reduction finding. The most important for the post-reduction finding is the first 500 degrees go up slowly. But the piece is cooking. It's vitrified. If you go up very fast, sometimes broken. Be careful. I talked about last day about no acid inside. If you put 1 pot with acid in Raku kiln, the pot will explosion. It's like a small bomb, you know? Boom, it's strong, be careful. No acid inside. I talk about this. It's dangerous. Some people take and on the ground, it's no good. Be careful with the acid, remember. The most important for the post-final action, no acid inside, cleaning, and of course, you must clean the pot. But if you touch with the fingers, maybe dirty or I don't know. The mark of the fingers, you can see later after finding fingers. Huh? Yeah, see. This is the same. Before, after.
Before, then this is a piece. You open the kiln, is very dark, very metallic. You put this piece in acid.
Yeah. You
clean the piece, and later you do a post-reduction firing, and you get this results. If you want, it's not with a galaxy with all the pieces. You don't need to do a post-reduction firing.
No.
It's something that you can do, but it's not mandatory. Yeah.
80% of times is better before than after.
Yeah.
Be careful. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you like the pot, don't accept. But if you want to play and change the color, you can do. Okay. This is for clean the windows, the glass. Clean. Just a little. It's better if you use gloves. Clean. Why? Because you have the mark. The finger, be careful with the powder. Clean well. And after cleaning, you can put in the kiln. It's not necessary for post-fire reduction. Use the capture or the collector.
Yeah, you don't need, because you are not glazing again the piece. Then you don't need that.
Just we go to 650 degrees. The glaze just open a little the porosity. No melting, nothing. Okay, but it's important if you have something, it's dirty powder or something you can see after. Se pega, ¿cómo se dice? Se pega.
Yeah, usually the good results are in the small things. Then clean always the piece and take care with these small things. Yeah.
Okay, when it's clean, you can put it in the kiln. Now you can see one PowerPoint, and there are some things you must understand. In the PowerPoint, I say the copper oxide for post-reduction firing, you must use 1% or less. But you can see this pot is Galaxy glaze. This pot has 9 or 10% of copper. And maybe you don't understand.
Then you say, why you are saying for a post-reduction firing, I need only 1% of copper, but this recipe has a 9%. Because, remember, you put this piece in acid, and the acid eats.
Go to the acid.
Yeah.
Eat the acid.
Then now this piece has less than a 9%.
Okay.
And we doesn't know exactly the amount, but our experience says now there are more or less 1% of copper.
Yeah. What happens if you use 6 or 7% of copper? Black. Will be black, absolutely black. No nice. Okay. If you have one recipe and you use 1% of copper and you put post-reduction firing, it's beautiful. If you use 5%, don't work. But if you use 5% and you take the pot, you put the pot in acid. After acid, you clean and you do the post-reduction firing, works. Okay, understand? See? Okay. The PowerPoint. Positive. Second. Oops, no. No. Maybe for me. No.
Okay. Here is a few information about post-reduction firings. Yeah. What is a post-reduction firing? Yeah. The trick is to reduce the amount of oxygen entering the kiln while the burners are still lit. Pumping in gas or oil without combustion at the nozzle can be very dangerous. Appropriate kilns include those: natural gas, propane, wood, or oil. Jose works with propane. Yeah, we showed you the kiln the other day. Yeah, but Jose has, you know, he do a lot of workshops everywhere,
yeah.
And he worked with many different kilns. Yeah, and it's possible to do that with electric kilns, with sugar, with alcohol, or in raku kilns. Raku kilns works perfectly to do that.
Yeah.
Or maybe are the best. Yeah.
Maybe you must close a little, but usually the raku kilns, and be careful with the burners, are very strong.
Yeah. Take care. Don't go too fast to the temperature.
But for raku kilns, usually the burners are very strong. Be careful.
Yeah. Okay. Then here is just the information to understand what happens inside the kiln. Yeah. Then this is to take off oxygen and gives the fuel, a bad combustion. Yeah. Monoxide. Then the carbon monoxide then looks for more oxygen, and takes this oxygen from the clay and from the glaze. Yeah. And that gives a chemical process that change the color of the pieces, changing the composition of the glaze. Yeah. Then some basic information for post-reduction firings. Metallic oxides that can be reduced. Not all the metallic oxides change with the post-reduction firing.
The reduction firings. For example, the nickel oxide and the cobalt don't change.
Yeah. Then a silver nitrate. You can use maximum 1%. The same for bismuth or copper, maximum 1%. Somebody asked about the copper. Red copper oxide, black copper oxide, doesn't matter. You can work with both.
For example, if you use 1% of copper oxide, you can use 1.5% of copper carbonate, but this is more soft.
Yeah, the carbonates always are more soft, then you can use a little bit more. But talking about red copper oxide or black copper oxide, doesn't matter, it's the same. No big difference, yeah? Then titanium, you can work between a 5 and a 12%. And manganese, you can use a maximum of 5%. Here you have the information that Jose explained, yeah? When Jose reduced a galaxy piece that has a big amount of copper, he put the pieces in acid before doing the post-reduction firing. Then the amount of copper is less than the copper he used for the glaze recipe, yeah? And then for a galaxy reduce, apply galaxy glaze, firing, acid, and then post-reduction firing, and finish. Yeah.
And sometimes if the pot is too dark, you can put the pot in acid again.
Yes, yes, you can do that if you want.
And the acid clean a little.
Yes, but it's not necessary. And it's not necessary to do the post-reduction firing, yeah? Only if you want to try these colors, yeah?
Yes.
Then, post-reduction firing. Jose do different firings. It depends if he's working with copper, silver, or bismuth, or titanium, rutile, ilmenite, and iron, yeah?
But with copper, you need maximum 620. You can get nice reds with this temperature. In which titanium you need more. But no, what happens is you use the copper and you can go to 700 degrees with copper. But sometimes it's too red, maybe.
Yeah. If you Jose do this post-reduction firings going up, yeah? From 450 degrees and finished at 620.
How many times you must spend to 450, 620? But maybe 1 hour. Go up slowly.
And remember, to go to the first 450 degrees, you need to spend 3 hours, yeah?
Slowly.
Very, very, very slow.
Not sometimes broken. And with the recipe with titanium, rutile, or ilmenite, you need the reaction in more high temperature. You can start at 550 and finish in 800. But it's the same. You must go to 550 in oxidation. Later, you must close the air and close the chimney of the kiln and go up in reduction slowly, 1 hour and a half, 800. When you get the 800, you must open the chimney and go down fast. Okay?
Yeah. This is finished, yeah?
The speed, 1 hour.
Yeah, more or less 1 hour, or maximum 1 hour and a half. Yeah. Right. Between 1 hour and hour and a half.
But not too much fast. But slowly. The pieces need time. The glaze is not too melting. It's just a little. Okay, but they need time.
Yeah. And if you spend too much time, then the pieces maybe are
more red.
But
some people like.
Yeah. But you can try to find what you are looking for. Yeah. Here some examples.
Yeah. Yes. Look here. The recipe has a little of cobalt. The cobalt change a little, but it's mixing with copper. You can see here this is a copper, but change the copper, change more than cobalt. Okay.
This another example.
Yeah, this one is copper, cobalt, and copper also, but just a little amount of cobalt and change the copper. You can see. This is nice.
Here another one.
This is 1.5% of copper carbonate. Look, in oxidation, in reduction is very strong.
You can see.
Yeah.
Change a lot.
No, we haven't got a balcony, but we can open the door. It's
Yes,
in
but
front to the street.
But I have my kiln with chimney. This kiln is
Yeah.
good. I don't smell nothing. It's
Yeah,
a good kiln.
then no problems. It
No.
depends of what kiln are you using.
But
Yeah?
if you use 1 kilo of raku, yes,
Then,
of course,
yeah.
you must need
You must do that outside. Yes.
careful. Look, this is interesting. In this one, I start, I go in 2 hours to 300 degrees. This is very important. Be careful. Slowly, slowly. Okay, if not, sometimes broken. And later, I start the reduction in 450 degrees to 660 and just begin to opening the porosity of the glaze. Look, only change some parts. This is very interesting, but it's very difficult to take, get or find the point.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's too much. I look for many times, but sometimes I have good
Jose-
success.
Yeah, Jose likes to combine not all the piece red, then get some parts of the piece reduced and others no. Yeah.
But it's interesting.
But it always in the control of the kiln.
Yeah.
Then-
And the time, of course.
Yeah.
But this my kiln is manual. It's difficult to repeat the same
Yeah.
results. Yes.
Here another one. Yeah,
very
it's-
similar. The reduction is in 600, but look, just change the crystals. First, change the crystal, the color, and later
the background.
the background. But sometimes you must control the time and you must control the temperature. If you go more high than 600, the background,
All is red.
be careful. But it's depend you looking for.
Yeah.
But this is interesting.
Here another example. Yeah, before
It's the same
and
piece.
after.
Yes, different position, but this is beautiful.
And of course, you can do post-reduction firings with titanium or rutile. Yeah.
What happens? The color are not too much. I don't like too much. But some people like, but it's a satinate. It's not glossy. Look, satinate.
Yeah.
This spot was white.
Yes. Or with titanium or white or bone. Yeah.
Next day we talk about these glazes, the same in high temperature in gas
Yes.
mill. All the firing change a lot. It's more beautiful.
Yeah.
But
Here
you
is
can do
a
this.
post-reduction firings with a stronger reduction. The background is more blue, dark blue, or or purple. Yeah.
What happened? This is a little different. You must go in oxidation to 550, start the reduction to get 800.
Yeah.
Not necessarily more than 800. It's the same. 1 hour, 1.5, 1 hour.
Here another example. Yeah. The reduction was between 550 to 802. It's titanium and iron.
Sometimes it's nice. This is more strong. I think this one is with rutile, but it's the same pace. You can see. I know titanium.
Titanium and iron.
Okay.
But with rutile, it's more or less the same. Yeah. And remember, this technique is for experienced potters. Carbon monoxide is very dangerous, and you must use in ventilated areas. This is very, very important. Yeah.
But you have a good gas kiln with a good chimney. And,
and you control. You must control your kiln. You must know what you are doing. Yeah. Then be careful. If all is open, if there are ventilated, then no worry.
Okay. Now, second part. Well.
Okay. Yes. Now we will be talking about stains. Yes.
Yes.
And it's something completely different. Yeah.
Yeah. Not red, but
yeah. You have seen there are no recipes with red backgrounds. We have shared with you lots of recipes, but not with reds. And now Jose can explain you why. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm different. Well.
Okay, this is it's not what here you can see. This is stained red with porcelain. Porcelain. I usually use a porcelain when one pot is broken. I take the porcelain. This porcelain is good. What porcelain you can use for the sleeve? It's not important. Okay. The most important is the body. You must use porcelain body. Always.
This is for red
Stains.
stains, yeah? Porcelain body.
What happens if you use stoneware body? Happen this.
Lot of crystals.
Not of crystal and not
many red.
So
It depends. Maybe you can get a nice stoneware that works perfectly.
Usually it's working better also.
Yes.
Okay. What happens? The clay is the stoneware is open. It's not closed like the porcelain. And later the stains and the body and the glaze interact. And later happen this. Okay? With porcelain, usually the red are more red. Okay? The most important. Now I show you the recipe with the sleeve and some recipes with recipes.
With the glaze and the firing.
The most important is you must take one pot biscuit. This is biscuit.
Yeah. It's not dry, it's biscuit. Yeah?
Biscuit. Why? You need to put 3 layers of sleeve. What happens if you have one dry pot and no biscuit, and you put 3 layers? I talked about the first day about the body of stoneware with porcelain sleeve. Just one, it's not necessary biscuit, but you only need 1 layer. With red sleeve, you need to put 3 layers. If the body is dry and you put too much
water,
sleeve and water, bubbles and problems. When the pot is biscuit, no problem. You can put many layers and no problem. What happens if you use just 1 layer of this? No red. The alkaline, the fluid, alkaline of the glaze eats the stain. And you put 1 layer, no red. You know, you need 3 layers. For it, it's very important biscuit body. Okay?
For the porcelain, you can ask to your supplier which one he recommends. Yeah.
Yeah. The stain. And somebody say, what the stain? The best one. This is the very expensive. Right? This one I've seen 100 euros for kilo. Very expensive. It's for high temperature. Okay, and red. I usually you can use another colors. This is a blue.
Yeah, you can use with blue.
But what happens? Another question, very important. Never use this for the glaze. Be careful. I talk about this now in the PowerPoint, but this is for underglaze, no overglaze. Okay, be careful. Why? But too many crystals. But it's for the composition of the stains. Okay? Well, but the most important, biscuit body, you must put here, and this, and the spray.
We can do now a demo because here is not possible, yeah?
Yeah. 3 layers with
but just you know,
it's not
3 layers, nothing special.
Somebody say with brooch, somebody, but it's not nice. You can see the mark of the brooch.
Yeah, you can do dipping too,
yeah.
But the best option is spraying. If you can't spray, you can try others.
Dipping. Of course, if you, it's difficult now, if you do dipping, no biscuit pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in the PowerPoint,
I explain.
All this information is there.
The best option,
spraying.
Spray. It's more homogeneous. You control the thickness. Okay, it's better. Biscuit and 3 layers. A biscuit again. 2 times.
Yeah.
And after glazing, of course. Now you can see the PowerPoint.
It's better don't brush.
No.
Yeah.
No, but You can do some.
Yes, you can do. Maybe for you that works.
But
We explain what works better for Jose.
yeah.
And
Okay. Okay. Here.
okay, red stains in crystalline glazes. Yeah.
Here, for example.
Yeah. Red stains. Here, one example. Yeah. Why we need stains to get red in crystalline? For a red background crystalline, we need cadmium and selenium. But cadmium and selenium are thermally stable up to 900 degrees. Beyond that, the pigment decomposes and loses its colors and pigment quality. For that, we need to use encapsulated cadmium and selenium. Okay, then this is why you must do stains to get reds in the background. Yeah, the particles are encapsulated with zirconium to be protected against oxidation and the chemical attack of the glaze frit or flux. But the chemical attack of the particles can destroy the color. Alkali fluxes or glazes can break the capsule. Yeah.
It's for it, you need 3 layers, but usually the first and the second layer, the glaze eating this the cadmium disappear. Yeah. You know, if you use just 1 layer, no red. You need 3.
Yeah. There are only some metal oxides that help the pigment survive or improve its brightness. Good metallic oxides is lead, calcium, magnesium, boron, and zircon. Neutrals, zinc, barium, and alumina. And that don't are the bad ones, yeah. Sodium, potassium, lithium, and fluoride.
The first day or the second day we talked, you need fridge with sodium for make crystalline.
Yeah, but now we are saying is bad for get reds.
It's for it, yeah. You need 3 layers. Okay. The frit you use eat the cadmium.
And as Jose said, you cannot put the pigment into the glaze because it's a real unfriendly environment. Yeah. The only way is to put the pigment in the slip.
Yeah.
There is protected. Yeah. The pigment is attacked. Then to don't lose the reds, you must do 3 layers of the slip in the pieces. Yeah. Here and the recipe for the slip.
Yeah. The slip is porcelain 85% and 50% stain. It's interesting, the best quality possible. Okay. The then first biscuit, you must biscuit 1000 degrees. After spray 3 layers of on the pieces and biscuit again. And later you can use the firing number 3 with the glaze.
Yeah.
It's expensive. Huh?
Other possibilities to apply the slip, dipping, then leather hard body, then biscuit the pieces at 1000 degrees. The body always porcelain. Yeah, when
be careful, if you use this technique, you must use the torch very fast. If not, the pieces sometimes collapse and you have more, the thing is different in one part than another part of the piece. It's not nice. It's difficult.
If you can try dipping or spraying, choose spraying.
Yeah, if not,
you can get, yeah.
Is
here you get, if it's spraying, once the pieces of porcelain are biscuit, you spray 3 layers and then biscuit again. This is for spraying, yeah.
2 biscuit.
For dipping, leather body, you apply the slip and then biscuit.
Just one
after applying the slip, yeah? It's different. Okay, some important information. Sometimes you need to adjust the zinc amount, yeah, because the zirconium has refractory, and then you need to modify a little bit.
we talk about this. The composition of the stain is a zirconium encapsulate, but the zirconium aguanta. The glaze is less fluid, it's less melting, you know.
Then and sometimes from one stain you use and another one that change a lot.
But of course, the formula is
different. Okay. Then you must try and then modify a little bit with less zinc. Yeah. Recipes for red pieces need less zinc than others. The stain is encapsulated with zirconium, and this modifies the flux of the glaze. If we don't modify the amount of zinc, then you can have a problem of hypernucleation, too much crystals.
Yeah.
If you have problems of hypernucleation, using nickel,
no, nickel.
If you use nickel and you have problems of hypernucleation,
sometimes happen.
Yeah.
You can use a little of manganese and later.
And that helps a lot.
I thought you can see in the first. In the PowerPoint, you can see that the lithium is very bad. It's better if you use manganese. It's very fluid and it's less dangerous for the stain.
Here we share with you some recipes, and later we explain the metallic oxides you can add to modify the colors of the crystals. Yeah.
Yes,
Here is one.
Of course, translucent glazes. You have one background red. If you use one opaque glaze on this one, you must cover.
Yeah. Remember, on the second day, I think we explained a lot about opaque and translucent glazes. For slips, you need translucent glazes. Yeah.
Okay. You can change the color of the crystals. Of course, it depends on the metallic oxides you use. We change a little the background too, but it's important red. Don't change the color. Here
another one.
For me, this is better than the first one. It's more red, but somebody maybe don't have the 644 but
yeah.
Be careful with the zinc. Maybe it's too much for you. Huh? Everything is different. Yeah, be careful.
Everything is different. You can try. If you get too much crystals, then use less zinc.
This is with
more
iron.
Examples, yeah. Oxide you can add 5% of iron oxide for a gold crystals, 5% of manganese dioxide for golden brown crystals. Here, 0.8% of copper carbonate.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is interesting too. It's nice. For blue-green crystals on a darker red, 3% of red iron and 3% of manganese, and then 2% of black nickel oxide. If you then put the piece in acid, you change the color of the crystals
to silver.
Yeah, more silver.
Here, this one is very nice.
It's very nice too. Maybe the picture is not the best, but this is a nice combination. Yeah.
You can use another stain.
Here is just one example of firing shadow, but sure you can use others. Yeah, but this is one example that works.
Easy, yeah.
Easy one, yeah. Maybe for red you don't need many halos. It's just to get crystals. Yeah, but you can use other stain colors. We don't recommend a black stain.
Some people use, but it's not too much nice for me.
But you can use, you can try. For this is blue. Yeah, you use a blue slip, and you can try this recipe.
Yeah, and later it's very interesting, very blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Using a blue slip glaze recipe with cobalt, you can get a very strong blue crystals and background. It's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't recommend the black slip because sometimes the cobalt and other
The
materials from
composition
the...
is cobalt and manganese. Sometimes the cobalt go to the crystal and the manganese rest in the background is dirty color.
Then,
It's not nice.
if you are looking for a black and blue,
Blue
without stains, without slip, you have here the recipe that Jose used.
is better.
It's better to use this recipe than
Really
to
nice,
try.
but not necessarily black.
Yeah, you don't need the black slips, yes.
Of
For
course.
made glazes, Jose don't do a lot of made glazes, but here you can get a nice recipe.
No
with-
toxic.
Yeah, not toxic because Jose used a strontium carbonate
Yeah.
and using a slip, a red slip, and then this recipe, you can get nice results.
Yeah.
It's very nice. On the first day or second day, we shared with you the firing schedule for matte glazes, yeah?
Okay.
And thank you very much. I think we have maybe, yes, somebody asked something, but we have not seen the full question. You can, if you want, send a mail, or if you can ask again. We have maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah. The most important for the stains. This is interesting. I remember now.
The reduction is not, we have not a program for the reduction firing. It's not in electric kiln, yeah? Jose do that in a gas, yeah? Many questions all together. It's possible to work in other ways, yeah?
Look, this. When you use this for alizar,
Yeah.
for this, you must use, no, no és 80, però té ser més petit. 60.
Yeah,
60.
60.
Why? And you must put this and move very slowly. But
To don't broken the encapsulate zirconium, yeah?
if you, with the friction,
You can broken and then you can't get nice reds. Then you
if
do
you
that,
use to this many times, later the red is not red. Be careful.
yeah, do that slowly.
Yeah.
And it's
No.
better 60 than others, yeah? It's for the sleep, yeah?
Slowly, slowly. This is 80, but it's better 60. Las preguntas que han fet están.
If you have questions, maybe send us by email because you write it all together and was difficult. And we can answer you on the last day or sending you the answer mail. Yeah, don't worry for that. We know there are a lot of information today,
Yeah.
but Jose likes to share a lot of things, yeah?
Next day, reduction findings. And of course, if you have pots, you try this, you can send the picture.